Now I know that I may look like I know a lot thanks to what I'm wearing, but really, the only things that I know of for sure is that there are only 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and bad live-action anime adaptations. Is the Mob Psycho 100 drama series one of them? Let's find out. How's it going, everyone? My name is David, and because of the recent news of a 3rd anime season of Mob Psycho 100 confirmed to be coming out in October 2022, I thought it would be the perfect time to talk to you guys about how well Mob Psycho 100 was adapted into a live-action drama series. Before we get into it though, I wanted to let you guys know that at the end of this video, I will be addressing what's been going on with the channel lately and the future for this channel moving forward. However, I know that many of you probably won't be sticking around for too long, so for those of you who can't wait, basically the important announcement I wanted to make is that I need your help in getting this channel to hit 1,000 subscribers. And if we hit that goal before the end of this year, I will be rebooting my Twitch channel and I will be doing a special 1,000 minutes live stream from my first stream back. So if you haven't already, please subscribe if you've enjoyed my content, and don't forget to hit that like button as well to help boost this video for the YouTube algorithm. Any type of support is appreciated though, even if you're just gonna watch the video. And that's it. So thank you guys for your support, and let's get on with the video. So if you guys wanted to watch the Mob Psycho 100 live action series for yourselves, you can actually just watch it on Netflix, which is kind of funny to me because Mob Psycho 100 happens to be in my top 10 anime of all time, and yet I didn't even know that a live action series for it existed until my brother showed it to me last year. Now I know that a lot of people in the anime community look down on live action anime adaptations because there are countless examples of infamous ones that just didn't get it right time and time again. But I, for one, do actually enjoy watching these adaptations despite how terrible a lot of them may be, simply because my curiosity for how these adaptations are going to turn out gets the best of me. And the live action adaptation for Mob Psycho 100 turned out to be quite enjoyable to watch. Now before I get into what I specifically liked about it, I will say that it is in no way, shape, or form better than the anime or manga, and that I would only recommend it to you guys out there who are already familiar with Mob Psycho 100. On that note, if you've never watched the Mob Psycho 100 anime before, I would highly recommend you start there first because it is simply incredible. Mob Psycho 100 is literally one of the best shonen anime I have ever seen. And even though a lot of people do know about it nowadays thanks to word of mouth, I'm still going to keep recommending the anime because more people should watch it. And if you haven't yet, then get on it. With that preface out of the way, the live action series from Mob Psycho 100 was quite enjoyable to me, mainly because I believe that the live action version of these characters were just so fun to watch, and the live action series also managed to include the most important moments from the first season of the anime, and didn't lose sight of the core message of the series. Now I will say that I did see a lot of changes as I was watching each episode, and there were some parts of it that I really didn't enjoy as much, such as some of the battles and the CGI. But before I get into the negative parts of it, first, let's just talk about the reason why I love the live action version of the characters. To me, the most important part of any live action anime adaptation is that it has to nail the portrayal of the characters first, because that's what the original fans of the anime or manga are going to be paying close attention to the most when they're watching the show. And once the series has shown that it understands why people love these characters, then I really do believe that an adaptation could do whatever it wants with them, as long as their personalities stay intact. With that in mind, almost all the main characters you can think of from the first anime season of Mob Psycho 100 are present in this drama series and are depicted pretty accurately. Of course, you got the main protagonist himself, Mob, who is still presented as a timid and clueless young boy who has romantic issues.
つぼみちゃん。
茂雄君、何か用？
その笑顔をありがとう。
何言ってんの？
嬉しかった。どうしたのつぼみちゃん。
リツくん、テスト1位おめでとう。
There's also Mob's master, Reigen Arataka, who has got to be the most entertaining part of this whole series because almost every episode contains a part where Reigen helps his clients solve their supernatural problems with his ridiculous solutions.
お花いグラフィック。やべえ、依頼人の耳消しちゃった。師匠、僕やりましょうか。
As for the rest of the characters, one of the main changes that I noticed from this drama series is that not every single character from the anime and manga are present here. For example, the only member from the Telepathy Club that made it into the live-action series was Tome Kurata, which was actually a change that I didn't mind since having her be the only member of the club still made sense.
幸田様のおかげでなんとか廃部は免れ感謝しております。いや、その上一緒に物質を使わせていただき誠にありがとうございます。
あ、いや、うちは道具の置き場所に使えればそれでいいんだ。ね。あ、物質を貸してることは生徒会長には内緒な。
はい。
The same thing could be said about other characters who are part of school clubs or gangs that didn't play a major role in the anime and manga, such as some of the minor characters from the Body Improvement Club being missing and some of the minor members from Tenga's gang being swapped out for other characters made up specifically for the live-action series. From my perspective, although there were a lot of minor characters that were noticeably cut, the drama series more than made up for it by giving the characters that they still had more screen time than they got in the anime and manga. The first season of Mob Psycho 100 was more or less focused on Mob's problems and how he dealt with being a super powerful psychic who had no clue how to be a normal person. But in the drama series, we get to see the minor characters getting involved more with Mob's journey to becoming normal, which was certainly one of the changes that I loved seeing.
おはよう。おはよう。
脳感電子部の人。
感電子って違うから死ぬから。
つぼみちゃん、脳幹電波部。
どっちにしろわけわかんない部だよね。
なんかあなたに言われたくないんだけど。
The thinning of the cast of characters also gave the minor characters that were still there in the drama series more time to show off their unique personalities than in the anime and manga. As you guys can see, the changes made in the drama series when it came to the characters were sensible, and I personally liked most of the changes, but if there is one thing about the characters that may put off some people from the drama series, it's most likely going to be due to the acting. One of the reasons why I love watching this drama series is because the cast seems to be having so much fun playing their roles. And even though this is a drama series, there really wasn't anything serious about it at all, since the cast really did try their best to emulate themselves as anime characters in real life, which may sometimes come off a bit cringe.
手術クラッシュ。
疑ってすいませんでした。私呪われたみたいです。すっかり良くなりました。また来ていいですか？
Although some of the acting can be a bit overdramatic, I still enjoyed it because the tone of Mob Psycho 100 wasn't meant to be taken seriously all the time, and even the anime itself had a lot of silly moments. Personally, I would much rather have these actors try to act like anime characters no matter how ridiculous it may look over a serious interpretation that may not be as accurate to the original characters. Now, as much as I love seeing all these characters come to life, and I thought that the drama series did well with the few changes that were made, I've got to say that there were some parts of this series that unfortunately left me dissatisfied, such as the battles and some of the CGI. The live action series already had a steep hill to climb given that the animation for the anime was top notch, and although I wasn't expecting the drama series to match that same quality, most of the fight scenes just felt underwhelming and lazily put together. The best way I can describe most of the fights is that they kind of reminded me of the kind of fights you would expect to see in Power Rangers, which would be fine since I love the Power Rangers, except in this drama series, I noticed very quickly that nearly every fight scene had the same choreography, which made them so monotonous to watch.
俺には手品は通じんさ。白 T ポイズン。
On top of that, the CGI for this drama series wasn't that great either, especially when it came to certain parts of the story that required it the most, such as when Ekubo was fighting Mob in his powered up form. Now, as hard as I'm being on the fights and the CGI, thankfully, these parts were only about 30% of the whole series, which is why I would still recommend watching the drama series since it got nearly everything else right, including the story in my opinion. So the live action drama series covered the first season of the anime, and overall, I would say that it did a pretty good job of adapting the original story by only changing a few things, which worked in its favor because it made watching the drama series a unique experience. If you're not already familiar with Mob Psycho 100's story, I'm not going to spoil everything about it here, but what I will do is give you guys an overview of some of the changes that were made and what I liked and disliked about the story for the drama series. First of all, what I liked the most about the story was that the drama series kept in almost all of the most important moments from the first season of the anime, and that reason alone made this such a delight to watch. For instance, I was so glad to have seen Reagan using the salt splash in the first episode, which was one of the most iconic Mob Psycho 100 moments in the anime, and this was also a huge sign to me that the live action series was going to be good.
任せてください。必殺ソルトブラスーパーで売ってる食券じゃねえかよ。清めた塩じゃねえと聞かねえよ。
The drama series also included flashbacks to Reagan's first time meeting Mob and his past life as a salaryman, which was a pleasant surprise to see given that these scenes were only revealed in the second season of the anime. Even the smaller moments from the anime, such as when Mob is thrashing around Ekubo, is kept in here, which was so unexpected to see and made these scenes even funnier seeing it performed in live action.
つぼみ、おパンツ見えちゃうよ。
大丈夫、みちる心配しすぎ。
男はやめないとばっかりだから。
つぼみちゃんっていうのか。
いいケツしてんじゃん。
今日ね、新しいの入ってきたんだ。
There were so many more moments that I could reference that made me so glad to have watched this drama series. But for now, I'm going to leave it at that, and I want you guys to discover these moments for yourselves and let me know later which moment from the anime you were glad to have seen being performed in live action. As for the changes made to the story, one of the first changes that I noticed is that the school setting is used a lot more in the drama series. As I talked about earlier, the side characters are given a lot more screen time in the drama series to be involved in Mom's journey, and most of them were students. So it made sense for the drama series to keep the school as its main setting throughout the series. As a matter of fact, the setting for a lot of the memorable moments from the anime were the only things that were noticeably changed, which is fine to me given that the context for these moments stayed the same when they were adapted for live action, such as when Mom had to fight the scars. If there's one thing though about the story that may be quite divisive to people who have watched it already, it would probably have to do with the ending for the drama series. More specifically, the end of the Reagan versus Ishiguro fight. And while I'm not going to spoil the ending for you guys here, all I'm going to say is that it does not end the same way as the anime, but instead is connected to a constantly recurring scene throughout the series that was made specifically for the drama series, and it didn't pay off until the ending of the Ishiguro fight. To me, it didn't completely ruin the drama series, but I will say that it was something that I didn't see coming at all, and I can see how some people would probably find the ending kind of ridiculous. Overall, the Mob Psycho 100 drama series may not have been perfect, but it more than made up for its flaws by showing that it understood the tone of the series and what made Mob Psycho 100 so great, which made this a fun watch for me, and I think that you guys who are curious about it may enjoy it as well. So if you're going to watch this series after all, let me know if I successfully convinced you in the comments below, and if you have already watched it, then let me know what you guys thought of it as well. So for those of you who are curious about what's been going on with this channel lately and why the video schedule has been so inconsistent, what basically happened was that the previous video that was uploaded to this channel unfortunately gave me an unfair copyright strike that I have been fighting for a couple of months now. This meant that I had to edit and upload the previous video 10 times before it was good, and I never had to deal with that kind of problem in my 5 years of being on YouTube, and that battle honestly drained me emotionally, which is why I had to step back from making videos for a while. However, even while all that BS was going on, you guys continued to support me by watching and liking the video every single time I uploaded it, and I can't thank you guys enough for doing that, and it means the world to me that you cared enough to continue supporting me through that rough time. I have no clue why that specific video was being picked on, since I tried from the very beginning to avoid any possible copyright issues, but all I know is that it's over now and I'm ready to continue the momentum I had in the beginning of this year, which brings me to you guys. During that trying period, I saw a lot of people who continued to leave nice comments on previous videos saying that I'm underrated and that this channel deserved more subscribers and stuff like that, which was really nice to see, but even after those words were said, the amount of subscribers that I had didn't change much, which honestly kind of bothered me. So now that I'm back to making videos again, I want you guys to know that I'm more motivated than ever to make this channel succeed. And the first thing that I want to do is to be more clear with you guys on my goals for this channel and helping you guys become more motivated than ever in helping me achieve them. So with that said, if you really do believe that I'm underrated, that I make great content, that I deserve more subscribers, then help this channel grow by subscribing. Right now, I mainly make videos about anime that I like watching, comparing an anime versus the manga it was adapted from, and live action anime adaptations. But I want to do so much more, like creating anime and manga whole series reviews and anime game reviews. But in order for me to do more things, this channel needs to grow. And so I need your help in getting this channel to hit at least 1,000 subscribers. Like I announced during the beginning of this video, if we hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of this year, I will be doing a special 1,000 minutes live stream for the first stream back. So if that sounds exciting to those of you out there who are dying to see me play games again, hit that subscribe button to help me reach that goal. I know for sure that we can do it. And if you're already subscribed to this channel, then thank you for believing in me. And please help spread the word about this channel to other people that may also enjoy this content. So once again, thank you for listening to what I have to say, and now I'll see you all on the other side.